Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ordinary Misfit podcast, brought to you by J2B Production. Yeah, J for, J. Cole, 2 for the D2M in this universe, and B for Breezy. Anyways, with that being said, how y'all boys doing? How y'all doing?
I'm great, man. As good as I can be.
Gentlemen.
Good. Found some stuff out about work, babe. Life goes on.
Hey, that's life. Cool world.
I'm good, bro. Live, love, life.
It's good. Okay, somebody was watching a Hallmark movie. Okay, I see you.
Hey, stereotypical white sign in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on now. I've seen it at a couple black houses. Couple. Not all, but couple. But man, we're gonna start the show. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna start off, how we always start off, just check in, how y'all doing mentally, physically, spiritually.
Okay, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Cole.
Mentally doing good. It's spring break week this week, so no classes. Just been chilling.
Hey.
It's the birthday month too, so I'm just kind of relaxing. Living it up.
Was that big? 24, 25?
26.
Oh, you getting old,
baby.
You getting old,
baby.
brother.
Man,
you getting old. 4 more years to 30.
You know what?
I know,
birthday.
man.
When's your birthday, Cole?
22nd. I got about 2.5 weeks or so.
Well, later on, that'll make you feel young.
But I don't know about y'all, but when it hits my birthday month, we be celebrating the whole month. I take the whole month to myself.
Come on now, as you should. As you should.
My birthday.
Hey, look, you know what's funny though? Mumu, Asia's sister, her birthday is the day after mine. And Mumu trying to take my thunder. She's trying to take my thunder.
You gotta let her know. You better let Mumu know.
Big dog out here. Physically, I'm doing pretty good. I could use with getting some more sleep. I've been slacking on getting my Z's. I know you can probably relate having 2 of them now. I know that's hitting. But I've been really selling myself short, I guess just to say, on getting my beauty sleep. So I mean, but other than that, it's good. And then what was it? Spiritually?
Yeah.
Man, I think that's the one of all the categories. That's the one that's on the constant up, on the ascension.
Let's go.
But I mean, overall, I mean, I can't complain. If you put all 3 together, I mean, none of them are in a bad setting right now. So I'm sitting pretty good. I can't complain, man. And you know that I was saying, even if you did complain, it wouldn't do you no good.
Yeah.
But I'm living it up. I'm enjoying myself, trying to relax, trying to just enjoy every day for what it is. Especially a little bit extra, now this birthday month, gotta live it up.
Hey, let's go. That's good, man. What about you, D2?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm blessed. Enjoying life. Birthday week in 2 weeks.
Oh,
spring break is next week, so I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm really
Let's
happy.
go.
I hate the lighting in this house. I'm good. I'm chilling, man. Can't complain. School start April 8th. Gotta find a new job because my school is closing down.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
That's another dollar. But like Cole said, forgive me, I'm a teacher and I'm old. I turned 40 on the 16th.
Hey, you 40 years young.
Yeah, no.
Come on now.
Old. I felt it when I was riffing.
They say 40's they say 40 is the next 18. They say 40 is the new 18.
I wish. Nah, man, I'm good, man. White birthday the day after mine, so we chilling.
Yeah, but the March babies here, man.
You know what happened the other day?
We got a car. So, you know, we're back on top. Spirits doing great. Physically, I can feel it getting better. Mentally, I'm getting there. Getting there. I don't like the lighting in this room. I hate it so much. Up there it is.
Oh, what happened the other day?
Bro, I bent down and my knees popped. I was
Twerking on the beat.
I bent down, both of them popped. I was like, nah, we too young for that. We too young. I still got 4 years. Too early for that. I don't need all that negativity in my life.
You might be 26, but your knees might be 32.
I swear.
He got
them things over there. Them things over there begging for help.
Not Megan needs, but Donna needs
me.
Y'all know that Patrick thing where Patrick was like,
yeah,
gasping for air. That's my knees over there.
Your knees are like, can't handle this no more.
Them joints is hurting.
So you better sit your butt down. Not today.
That's how I don't know how you do it, man. Running around keeping up with the kids. I'm like, I know.
Hey.
When you be standing up, like when you laying on the couch, you stand up, your knees pop.
No more.
My knees don't pop, but because of like ACL surgery, like I do, so it just be sore, and you know, and so I'm just like, hey, like for the first time this past winter, I felt joint pain. I was like, this is what the old people be talking about. Jeez, like, and it was before like a windstorm came through, like before it got super cold, my knee was just hurting. I was like, what is going on? And then only to find out like the next 2 days later, it was like below freezing. I was like, this is what they be talking about. Like, this ain't it. Okay, didn't like it one bit.
By the way, I won't even lie to you, brother. Only thing they be hurting me in my hips some days because I'm running every weekend, every day in school. I have to chase kids down the hallway and give me them drugs. I'm gonna take them from you and don't run with the drugs, and you know.
Yeah.
See, I haven't
gotten there yet with the hips.
Now my hip hurt because I had a car accident a long time ago. It was 18, and I never got my body readjusted. I started getting readjusted, then it went out of line again.
See, I don't have the stand up pops yet, but if I sit down or if I like bend down to like grab something off the floor, that's when it happens. And every time I do it at work, it'll pop and I'll be like, oof. And I got customers all the time, you know, like elderly and like middle-aged customers, and they'll be like, oh, just wait till you get to the point where you stand up and they pop. And I'll be like, no.
Not
I don't want that.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna hurt your feelings, Cole and Martin. When somebody under the age of 12 tells you, hey, you look pretty good for a middle-aged man.
I've already been told that, man.
I'm gonna tell my grandson, you won't live to be my age. Say it again. How about that?
Bro, when I started at the church I'm at right now, and I was teaching the little kids, like it was like K through 6, and we were talking about Noah's Ark. And one of the girls raised her hand. So were you around when all this was happening? I was like, wow. I said, wow. I stood there and I was like, no, how old do you think I am? And they're like, older than my parents? No, like, first off, black don't crack. I was so upset, bro. I was so mad. I literally just stood there and just like, Lord, give me the patience because these ain't my kids.
I love it when I'm gaming.
In the name of Jesus, I rebuke thee.
I'd be loving when I'm gaming and like a little kid comes on and he's like, you a grown man. And I'm like, well, go tell that to my mama because she still treats me like a child. Mama, I get it both ways. I get treated like a baby by some and then I get treated like an adult by the younger generation.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm in that little middle ground area right now where
D2, you remember last year when we were trying out for that Pro-Am team? and that we were trying to figure out when we're gonna hoop up. And I was like, hey, I gotta go put my son down to go to sleep. And they were like, oh, there go the old head. I said, old head, what?
Yeah.
I was like, sir, I'm 27. How am I an old head? Oh, you got kids. I was like, okay. I don't know I can't keep up with these young kids, man.
Somebody asked me today, so did they have touchscreen phones you were growing up? I said, what do you mean?
No.
What do you mean? I said,
Oh,
you had the first iPhone? Wow. That was over 30 years ago. I said, first of all, it was only 12 years ago. Watch your tone. One of the girls said, how old are you? You got a daughter who's 34. My God, you're ancient. I said, I hope you live to see high school and you should keep it up. Like the kids in my school, they have their brains stop at like 2. Mr. C, do you know in 2011 the Twin Towers hit? I said, I was alive. I watched it. Wow. How was it to be that old? First of all, it was 9/11, not 2011, little girl. Second of all, breathe, Mr. C, breathe. Don't let child.
Nah, kids be saying the wildest things, bro.
No
Has
filters.
anyone seen the Avatar movie or start watching it on Netflix?
The live action?
The live action? Yeah, I've already finished that first season. It's only 8 episodes, but it's fire.
I'm going to binge it on spring break.
I saw that one scene of them having Aang like flying without
Technically,
his,
he was gliding, but technically.
I'm waiting for the little girl with the attitude. She's blind. That's my favorite character.
Oh, you talking about Toph? Yeah. Toph is where it's at.
Hey, what was the crazy earthbender, the crazy old man?
Boomy.
That man was my favorite in the show.
That boy,
in the animated show.
Yeah, he was wild. Off of that rock candy.
Be gone. I don't think that was candy. I think Buddy was left.
No boy, hey. That boy was wild.
Marna, Breathe, I do have a question for you though, sir.
What it do?
Do you ever go to the state fairs?
I went to the Texas State Fair once, and it was a terrible experience.
Dude, I went last year 3 times to the Houston fair. It's here for from the 27th to March 27th. Dude, it is amazing.
Oh, well, I'm glad you have fun.
5 Ferris wheels, man. That's a big place. 5 Ferris wheels.
So my only problem I have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what was so terrible about the Texas State Fair?
Overpriced. It was overpriced, and you have to pay for everything. Like usually, you think of when you go to Six Flags or something, you pay to get in and you just stand in line to go on rides and stuff like that. But when you go to Texas State Fair, you pay to get in, then you have to pay for a certain amount of tickets, and then you use those tickets to get on rides or to get food. So it's just I'm dropping all this money on a hot Texas summer day to not even enjoy it. I didn't like it. It was just I was bored.
$10 for a soda.
No,
it was more than that.
Y'all's prices is wild.
But
no. It's just because it's the state fair. They're gonna make money regardless how high the prices are.
Cole, they're selling pineapple chicken and steak bowls with shrimp for $25, and the pineapple about this big.
See, ours are pricey, but I don't remember them being that pricey. That's outrageous.
It gets worse. Yeah. You go in, like you said, you got to get a book of tickets. Not 10 of it. You got to get a book of tickets. If you don't want the book of tickets, you got to get a 4-hour wristband or a food voucher. But here's what they get you. Like Martin said, in the state fair, they have. So here in Houston, horse riding is really big. Every kids in my class ride horses down the street. Like their parents come get them on their horse and they ride the horse away. Like there's nothing new. These people have inside the NRG Stadium, you can go watch horses being wrangled and cows being tied up, like the actual rodeo stuff. They have that ride. You gotta pay to see that. Like they make money off money, man. It's all over the place. But I tell you, my favorite food so far is a donut. It was a donut chicken sandwich.
Donut chicken sandwich.
Like the donuts are the bun, and then there's a piece of chicken in it, like fried chicken.
That sounds fire.
I'd smack that.
Like a glazed donut.
Hey, Mars, I was just like,
that's kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Now,
I told my wife I just want the glazed donut chicken sandwich, a flame hot Cheeto burger.
No, I can't do that.
Hot Cheeto chicken sandwich. And
I just got heartburn hearing that. Like, I can't do that.
Hey, worth it. Worth it,
dude. Heartburn, dude. Dude, they have bacon on the stick. I'm talking about bacon on the stick.
Oh, bro,
like this.
If gout wasn't a thing, I'd be eating bacon all day, every day.
How do you get gout?
You eat too much red meat.
Well, I eat nothing but chicken, so I never have it. Praise the Lord.
Yep. Amen. Hallelujah. I also think it's like hereditary as well.
Yes.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a specialist on gout, but I just know.
Are any of you all in the track and field?
Did I run track and field?
Are you into it? Like, do you keep up with it?
Only come Olympic time.
Yeah.
Y'all do me a favor. If you get a chance, go on YouTube and type in Duncanville High School track team.
Yeah, Duncanville, all their sports teams are on steroids.
So, you want to hear something funny? Like here in Texas, you can recruit, right, in private schools. This is a public school.
You're not supposed to recruit.
In private school, you can. Like you really can. But this is a public school, Cole. Why is their varsity running a 4.066? Their JV is running a 4.193 in the 4x1s. Their third leg is a DN. Their first leg is a receiver. Their second leg is a quarterback. Their fourth is their star running back who committed to LSU. Like it's crazy. Then you got a place like Atoka. I think I said it right. Atoka, DeSoto. Like these schools are top nation schools. Like they're racing the Nike Invitationals, the North Carolina meet they just had last weekend. Like it is crazy how fast. It's one kid, bro. His 100 time was a 10.22. He was shy a tenth of a second to hit the record for the United States. These kids like top in the nation, not that Texas. They top in the nation for track right now. I'm like, man, on my year legs, they're young again.
Yeah. Texas take their sports too seriously sometimes.
To the brain.
Too seriously.
Yeah, what are some of y'all like big name private schools?
So where I live, you got Rose Hill Christian, Concordia Lutheran, Cypress Christian, Houston Lutheran. Like anything in Houston, this private school is big. Like it's a private school, I think right outside of Katy. Spent $10 million to make the school. They got Sbarro's Pizza, Subway, Pizza Hut, snack shops. Like you buy your books and stuff like you in a college. Their stadium holds 10,000 people. Like crazy.
Let's see. Looking it up right now. Said best Texas private schools offering football. Antonian College Prep. I don't know any of these. Trying to see if there's any in my area. Yeah. All the ones I'm seeing are in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Now, but if you're talking like public school, like that Allen ISD, I mean, that's where Kyler and Matthew Stafford played there. I think Patrick Mahomes played in that.
Where at?
Where did Patrick Mahomes play high school? I think he played in DFW. Let me look that
Because
up.
I know in Houston, you got Aldines where all the hood kids at. You got Klein where the smart kids, smart hood kids are. You got Spring Branch where it's just a mixture of people.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes went to White House High School.
Mm.
Where's that
It's in
at?
Dallas, right?
I'm not sure where White House High School is.
Well, it's up there by you.
I think so. I think it's in. Not that. I think it's over there. White House High School. It's in White House, Texas, which is, if I look at a map.
I mean, I've been seeing videos of y'all's high schools, and some of y'all's high schools be looking like a college.
Oh yeah, they are. They are.
Brother.
He's White House High School is in East Texas,
So that's like
near Athens.
Athens. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Like football is king here in Texas. So all money and resource. If you have a good football team, you finna be blessed.
Let me explain how
school finna be blessed.
to back up Martin's statement. I mean, Breeze's statement. Cole, we ain't on the 717 have a private plane.
On a private plane?
717, bro.
Dog.
707 is so serious. You have high school seniors that get done with football, win state, go right into practice for 707 in the school. They take 707 just as serious as real football out here. That's how some kids get their offers.
Dog.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, y'all are a football powerhouse state, though. Like y'all breed.
Us and Cali.
Okay.
Yeah, Cali got some good schools too for football. Schools for football.
Cali also breed a lot of hoopers too. Cali got hoopers on deck.
Brother, saw a kid the other day, 9th grade. I wasn't paying attention to the play because my job was to watch my competitive matchup. He jumps. I'm like, okay. Seen a million kids jump. He drops the ball in the rim. Did you just dunk it? Yes or no, boy? Yeah. All right. My partner said, Eric. I said, huh? He dunked it. I said, I think he did. So we going back and forth. He does it again. Drops it in. I said, hey, stop playing with us like that. Either dunk it or don't do it at all. And the guy, I was like, bro, he can dunk. He was like, bro, I'm 6 feet even. Da-da-da. I'm like, dude, the kid is my height, 5'8", 5'9". Dude, I can barely dunk. I said, bro, your back hurts. Don't show out. Kid says, y'all don't believe me? Now, Mark, you know, in the hood, you take your 3 steps and jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kid takes 2 steps, barely jump, and grabs the rim and says, are you happy now? And drop, let's go. His dad said, stop showing out. Come on. He asked me to dunk it on the daddy. How was your life? Stop showing out. What grade he in, Pop? Oh, yeah, he going to the ninth. He going to the ninth? Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
I got cheated.
That's wild.
Bro, like going to the ninth?
Yeah.
In other news, y'all see Kelsey retired?
Yeah.
Had his official retirement speech.
We used to go to each other's games and eat the gummy bears.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I've always liked him. Him and Marquise Johnson were always my favorite centers.
Yeah, great career, man. Through and through Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Never traded up on them switcher. They see only thing I like about Philly is I was going to say St. Louis Rams, they never did their centers dirty. Every other team would get rid of their center every other season.
Kind of wonder how their I mean, it's not the topic for the night, but wonder how their O-line is going to look now with him gone. I mean, he's a key piece.
Yeah.
Very key piece.
I'm sure after the season was over, he sat down with Jalen. He was probably grooming the second center or whoever they were going to get. He was like, hey, once you get the kid, this is how you break them in. Da, da, da.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it's all about building that chemistry. I mean, because you think about 13 years of being able to help your QB call out coverages and make adjustments to the line, even if the QB doesn't call it right. That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of, just
knowing
part
which
of being a
block
veteran.
to run, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, regardless if he's grooming somebody to do so, like to take his place, like you're not going to have that, the Jason effect,
13-year veteran. I know Aaron Donald like to slam hard, right? Then jerk off then jerk their way or jerk. I know what they like to do. Or I know Eric so and so Armstead likes to power rush, then pull you to him and then push you out the way. Them kids, them guys don't know that.
Yeah. But
Philly been losing some great offensive linemen over the last few years. Jason Peters, Kelsey. I imagine it's only a matter of time before the likes of like Lane Johnson, they pass on, go do their own thing.
Before we get into the topic, Martin, I got an inside joke for you. My mama sent me a picture the other day. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Oh no!
22 in cowboy white and blue.
You said 22.
It's not coming back this year. He is in Dallas training right now.
I mean, that don't mean nothing.
No, so his last interview, he said, I love where I live. I love where I'm at. But as you all know, I used to train in Alabama in the all season.
Yeah.
That no longer will happen. I'll be training in Dallas from here on out. I was like, why would you say that loud? Why?
I'll believe it when I see it. Like when they say he on the team, that's when I'll believe it. But
I read lately that he's going to the Ravens.
That would be crazy.
Get rid of him. Guess who we're going to get from the Ravens? So we're getting rid of him to give the Ravens him. They'll have Odell. They'll have Lamar.
And they're getting what's his name back? J.K. Dobbins back because he was hurt.
Yeah, guess who we get?
Who?
Mr. Gritty. I don't want you washed up, man.
What's wrong with Mr. Gritty?
I never liked him ever. He's not a bad receiver. You know how people didn't like Chad. I don't like him. Nothing against him as a man. I just don't like his playing style.
Yeah,
I feel like he is the epitome of what a DB does when they don't want to tackle. Catch the ball, run out of bounds, push him down.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep the football talk on too long. But there was a post I'm looking at it right now that says it was at Pro Football Talk is getting very credible indications that Kirk Cousins is planning to move his family from Minnesota to Atlanta.
Oh, it's already
that'd be fire for them.
So Kirk to the Falcons. But here was the one that I wanted to bring up because this is relevant to the podcast and the history of us making this, right? Rich Eisen. Now, granted, you guys take it with a grain of salt because Rich Eisen is talking out of his butt sometimes.
True.
The Giants are, and in quotations, absolutely done with quarterback Daniel Jones, Rich Eisen reports. The Giants are absolutely done with Daniel Jones. The words I hear at the combine multiple times were buyer's remorse.
Hey,
just thought I'd share that one. I saw that earlier. I wanted to make sure.
I told you they was dumb for paying them that money. I told y'all. No,
bro, that's no worse than us paying Tannehill.
Huh?
Cole, to back up what you just said, I don't think Atlanta should do that though.
I don't either. I really don't.
Hold up.
Spartan said we're not changing the subject.
What he just said is that the Giants have buyer's remorse. Okay, remorse. Sorry, I don't know what remorse is, but remorse on Danny Dimes. We just gonna skip over that.
I have nothing to say. He was right. It is what it is, but
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. Those two words. That's all I wanted. But
it's crazy because
go ahead with Kirk. No, you go ahead with Kirk Cousins.
Atlanta has Mariota. They got that tall, like 6'5", 6'7" quarterback already.
Talking about Ritter?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ritter's trash.
But you got both of them. They're not getting rid of either one.
Nah, Ritter goated.
Ritter still got 2
years. You think Ritter's good? You think Ritter's good?
Yeah, if you were Carolina a New Orleans or a Tampa Bay fan, Ritter's great. He is amazing QB.
He can throw because Baker Mayfield couldn't throw a wet towel into a wall.
Yet he made playoffs though.
Yet he played with Tyler Ting, so we're not going to talk about it.
You know, I heard that he is not looking to give Tampa a hometown discount. That he's willing to
wouldn't.
He think he worth like not top tier, but he think he worth more than they're willing to give him.
And I'd be honest with you, I wouldn't pay Baker Mayfield in the UFL.
I'd pay Baker, not top tier.
Okay, all right,
not top tier, but I'd pay him. Like I'm not giving him the minimum. Like homeboy did what he did, and I think if he stays in Tampa. I think if he stays in Tampa with another year with that core, another year in that system, I think he'll be better than 9-8, in my opinion.
Mike Evans won't give him another chance.
We'll see.
Oh, they did give him that contract though. I think it was like 2 or 3 years at like 20-some million a year.
Before we leave, because I know our conversation is going to turn to football, but I think the Chargers should pay Keenan Allen top dollar.
How old is Keenan though?
Same age Mike Evans.
Hold on, because I don't know. Keenan, think about Keenan, right? Is he 29? There's a difference between if he's 29 or if he's 31.
31.
You better not say something crazy like, oh, he's 34.
39, 29, 52, 31, 75.
How old is he?
I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on.
Earth year says 19.
31.
31.
Born April 22nd, 1992. So at the start of this next season, he will be 32.
Like you talking about, when you say top dollar, you talking about like Jetta's top dollar?
No, like Mike Evans top dollar.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay him top dollar like Jetta's money because Jetta looking at like 30 per year. I wouldn't pay Keenan that, but I'd pay Keenan about 20 or a little bit above 20.
Okay. Yeah, Mike Evans type money. Like what Mike Evans getting now? What 26, 27?
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Isn't he due for a contract?
Mike Evans?
Mike locked in for a year almost.
Mike got an extension today. Buccaneers and star wide receiver Mike Evans have agreed to a 2-year, $52 million extension. He's got 26 per year.
But see, the thing
but it's only 2 years. That's only 2 years. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, especially coming in, bringing John Harbaugh in, right?
Yeah.
Keenan and Herbert already have that connection, right?
You got chemistry.
If you like, I'm not saying that Keenan is worth Jetta's money. Jetta's is young and the potential is sky high, right? Mm-hmm. But I think he is due for like a 2-year max, maybe 3 at about 20 million. Keep that core together. Give Herbert his top target. I mean, because he does have isn't it Joshua Palmer, young receiver? They've got Quentin,
damn tight end that don't catch. They catch everything.
Chargers just got to stay healthy. To be honest,
and you got Mike Evans.
Yeah,
they have an genius at their head coach right now.
Mike Evans,
not Mike Evans. Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Okay. Sorry,
their evil genius head coach is about to go crazy right now.
Yeah, he about to cheat. He gonna be the new Belichick.
Yes, sir. What did he say? If you're cheating and get caught, you ain't cheating right.
He about to be the new Belichick. Come on,
my man won that chip and dip. He said, "You can let me get this."
He said, before y'all can take this from me, I'm leaving.
Did you see how? So if you all get to watch the draft and you watch the running backs in the DB part, You'll see him do this. He has his rowboat jacket on, he says. In the camera, like, I got mine, can't take it.
Yeah, homeboy, he doing his thing.
I do think that was a good addition, though. Brandon Staley, I think his name was
his brother talked him into it.
It was not it.
I think he was done coaching.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If John and the Ravens get Derrick Henry, though,
dude, I'm gonna be purple and blacked out.
Nice little RPO. Who do you guard? If you in an RPO situation, right? And you coming off the edge as an end, right? You come off the edge, even if you're like a safety that's blitzing, you come off the edge, they RPO, and you got Lamar or D Henry. Who you picking up first?
All right, so like it depends. You want your ankles broken or do you want your spine broken? Like that's that's the ones you gotta. That's the options. I much rather get my ankles broken because somebody too big, rather than me being a small dude getting trampled by a whole elephant. You know what I'm saying?
Power options, they gonna run.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Bro, you get Odell to run the cornerback off, it's you, Jesus, and a linebacker. And I guarantee
I ain't doing
more Josh Norman clips rolling around.
I ain't trying to be.
I know y'all saw that.
I ain't trying to have a grown man pick me up and throw me away. I'm gonna try to get juked, then get stiff arm. Yeah, like because imagine going home and your child saw that and they gotta call you by your first name. Hey, Martin. Hey, Martin. It's dad to you. Not after that, Martin. Like you go get the trash.
Martin, don't you call me your son? I disowned you. You let a grown man.
You tell them to clean their room. They're like, hey, you can't talk to me like that. I'm gonna call Derek.
I'm gonna go get Derek. It's Mr. Henry to you.
Hey, Derek,
no, it's Mr. Henry to you, Martin.
Hey, Derek, my dad's showing up. Whooping.
He goes straight up. Can you imagine Kairos coming up to me? Martin, can I get some gas money? Who are you calling Martin? Like,
Derek, my dad won't give me no money. Here, son, take my wallet. Matter of fact, put gas in there, man. Call him off.
Hey, yo, Derek, can you help me out here? Martin tripping. Nah, I'm on my way. No, you good, Mr. Henry. You can stay there. You can stay there.
Okay, so here's the last question I have, right? Then we can switch off of it, right?
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
Keeping it in the AFC North. Cincinnati. You got kind of a cap structure problem right here, right? They don't have the cap space to be able to keep Jamar, who's going to get an extension either later this year or after next season, right?
And T. Higgins,
they franchised him, or I think they either plan to franchise him or they have franchised him. But he will be due back up next year, so you'll have a decision to make next year either way. And you also have the thing of Joe Mixon's contract and Joe Burrow. So you have 4 big pieces. You can't keep all of them. One's got to go in that situation.
I thought Burrow got paid.
We talked about that in the beginning of the year, remember?
Didn't Burrow get paid?
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't keep. They don't have the cap space to keep all 4.
Okay.
They do. Chase can't be greedy. Chase can't be greedy this time. Chase got to take bare minimum on top of what he already got to keep their quarter. If he doesn't, he leaves.
I think T. Higgins is going to be the one who's going to be the odd man out. Either him or Mixon. But see, because I think Jamar sees what Jettis is getting paid, and he's like, "Hey, yo, like I'm on par with that."
Jamar wants out.
I don't think Jamar don't want out.
Tennessee's trying to get him too.
Tennessee gets people and only send them to Philly. So
hey man,
come on, bro.
That's what Tennessee doing. They just the middleman, like they. Dude. For all we know, we're gonna hear breaking news.
I'm you over here. Give me the picks, though. Give me the picks.
My dog in the
just hey Philly, what
broke my heart, man.
That
hurt. Terrell Emmons, sorry, but
you know what pisses me off though? You know what pisses me off? The Titans traded the Eagles Kevin Byard, and then they released him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They released him. Like you traded for that man, and now you release him after half a season.
Who's
You know why?
who's y'all's coach? Did y'all figure out the coach situation?
What you mean, Michigan?
No, Tennessee. Is
Martin.
Vrabel still? Because then y'all let go of Vrabel, right?
Martin. They
Yeah.
fired Vrabel before they fired Tannehill.
That's crazy.
You're not wrong.
Vrabel,
That's
Not
crazy.
wrong.
That's
The
crazy.
day we didn't make playoffs, he was fired.
He said, "We gotta let you go. We gotta let you go."
So smooth, bro. He was like, hey, I can't wait to be here next year.
Mm.
He tapped him on the shoulder. Well, guys, look like I'm no longer a Tennessee Titan. Have a great night. I was like, oh.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, that's wild. There's a lot of things, as we get closer to the draft, it's going to be, free agency opens up next week. Oh, wait. Is it this Wednesday it opens up? Or is it next Wednesday?
I want to say it's this Wednesday because we're in the early signing period, like re-signing players right now.
Yeah.
I want to say it's this Wednesday.
So once free agency opens up, we'll be able to see what teams are going to do, how they're going to try to look moving forward. I'm excited to see what the Patriots are going to do moving forward, especially with the new staff, an actual GM other than Bill, doing some stuff. So, and I know for y'all's teams,
he's a 49er, Cole. He's a 49er, Cole. He's a 49er.
Do what?
Bill Belichick's a 49er.
Bro, that'd be crazy.
That'd be wild.
Look, I know we discussed this earlier, right? But now that we have like a more scoped in view of how things are unfolding, right? Y'all have the 3 pick. There have been so many reports that y'all are pretty much done with Mac. Y'all want to draft a rookie QB, get a bridge QB, and mentor the young QB in, right? Especially with new coach bringing in, give him a fresh start.
New coach,
right?
New OC, new DC, new everything.
Do you think that y'all take a QB? And if you do, who do you think that y'all?
So this is what I'm thinking.
Who would you like to see?
If it's up to me, I say we go get in free agency. We either go get Joe Flacco or Jacoby Brissett because they both played in Alex Van Pelt's offensive scheme, and let one of those two be the bridge. If we are to draft a quarterback, I'm assuming Caleb Williams is off the table, and I personally don't want Caleb Williams, just because he has a lot of, in my opinion, I feel like there's just a lot of baggage that comes with him off the field. On the field talent, he's spectacular. He's phenomenal. I think he has all the makings to be a great quarterback in this league. So I don't want people to take that as like, oh, here, Caleb Williams hater. No, I'm not. I respect the dude. But I would want either, if it was up to me and I had to pick between Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Is it McDaniels or Daniels?
Daniels.
Oh, Daniels. Jaden Daniels. I would want Jaden Daniels. I think he proved himself with playing in LSU, also playing in the SEC. I think it prepares quarterbacks for like actual NFL defenses. But like he's proven himself to be a dynamic player with his legs and with his arms. If you were to compare, Drake May has a lot of arm talent. He's very strong, but he's also in this past season was very inconsistent with some things. But reports are coming out. It was a new offensive scheme, so he's still warming up to it. So if you really want to see his true talent, go look at that 22 season. I haven't really done that yet, but I'm just going based off of this past season. I would want Daniels. But then that also depends on who you get as that bridge quarterback. If you get Jacoby, because he has some leg capabilities, like as in running, like get a Jacoby so you get Daniels. If you end up with Joe Flacco, I say you go get Drake May, because the play style is similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I also say if you don't love those two and you don't think those guys are going to be for sure, like you just don't, as a coaching staff, as a GM front office, you didn't fall in love with those guys, either trade back for a buttload of picks and like fix the offensive line. We still got a bridge quarterback. Go get receivers and stuff like that in the draft. Go get or stay at the spot and get Marvin Harrison. Like that is my mindset. Either you fall in love, have a guy be mentored in, yada, yada, or go get Marvin Harrison, build the offensive line through the draft in the later picks. Or if you get Marvin Harrison and Bo Nix or your guy from Michigan is still on the table, we have an early second round pick. You could draft one of those guys, so those opportunities are there for the Patriots. Yeah, Michael Penix is there too. There's opportunities for the Patriots to do the right thing. Right now, it's just everything's so up in the air. You just don't know what's going to happen.
I'll tell you one thing, man. That young man that played for Tennessee, that boy got a heck of an arm. That man was chunking that thing 70 yards flat-footed.
That brother?
Dog.
Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
That boy threw that thing 70 yards and then shot the ball. He said, I said, this dude is crazy.
Who are we talking about?
I'm blanking on his name.
The black quarterback from Tennessee. Every year, bro, quarterbacks that are African-American get different. They're no longer running around scrambling to have actual arm talent. Like Lamar got arm talent.
Yeah.
He knows a runner.
But he developed into that arm talent, though.
These guys, like Antonio from the Colts, real arm talent.
Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
The guy from Tennessee, real arm talent.
Yeah.
Like to watch him, Caleb Williams didn't impress me a lot because he didn't throw. I don't think he did much in the pro day because of his X-rays on his chest saying bruised ribs and sternum. Like, dude, you gotta get out there immediate, man. I tell you what's dumb. The receiver for Colorado, he shouldn't have left. Xavier Weaver, to me, he shouldn't have left. He'll be a punt returner at best.
We'll see. One thing, and then we'll get into the main topic. One thing that I am excited about is that the guy he doesn't have the role yet, but he's basically functioning as the general manager for the Patriots, is the same guy who drafted Jordan Love. And we're seeing what Jordan Love is turning out to be. So he has a natural he can scout talent pretty well, which I'm happy about. Because we haven't had too good of a job these past few years. So we will see. Y'all ready for the meat and the potatoes?
I like
for the steak.
Ball sack.
All right. So as you guys can see, talking to the people, title of our podcast, this episode is "When Will Enough Be Enough? Mass Shootings in America." Now, I like to define terms. I like to make sure that I want to make sure we are all on the same page on what we're talking about here, and the incidents that I'm talking about. So I want to drop some stats, and then we'll share our feelings, and we can just get the conversation rolling. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. So a mass shooting is an incident of targeted violence carried out by one or more shooters at one or more public or populated locations. Multiple victims, both injuries and fatalities, are associated with the attack, and both victims and location are chosen either at random or for their symbolic value. The event occurs within a single 24-hour period, though most attacks typically last only a few minutes. The motivation of the shootings must not correlate with gang violence or targeted militant or terrorist activity. According to CNN, there have been more than 65 mass shootings in the United States so far this year, leaving more than 100 people dead and 225 injured, according to the Gun Violence Archive. The dangerous pace of mass shootings escalated in 2020 during COVID-19 pandemic and has persisted since then. Between 2019 and 2020, the total numbers of mass shootings each year jumped from 414 to 610. Then in 2021 became the worst year for mass shootings since the Gun Violence Archive began tracking them in 2013, with 690 across 44 states and Washington, D.C. There were more than 656 mass shootings in 2023. So, just want to just lay down just some ground rules. This is not, and this is just for the audience to know where we are coming from as brothers. This is not a pro-gun conversation. This isn't a conversation about what we're going to do with the gun laws in America. This is just us being able to share our thoughts about the things that are happening in our country, the things that are happening in the places that we love, in the places that, you know, what really sparked an interest to having this conversation what happened in Kansas City at the parade, celebrating a Super Bowl victory. That day that was supposed to be a day of celebration became a day of tragedy, a day of suffering for a lot of people. But that's not the only event that's happened in these past few years. You know, you think of Sandy Hook, you think of Columbine, you think, for me, the first time when I think of mass shooting, the first time like it kind of clicked for me was, I want to say I was in high school when the mass shooting at Virginia Tech, where the guy was going around that college campus and killing people. And so like this is something that's been happening in our country for a long time. And we see there's a cause and effect to this thing. And so I just wanted to just hear y'all's thoughts. I want to know, you know, like first, what was your reaction when you got the news that there was a mass shooting at the KC parade? And then we'll divulge from there.
Oh, I was sick. And I'll tell you why. I'm tired of it, dude. Tired. Mentally, I can't take it no more. And this will sound sad. I don't think about adults being shot at this point. I'm thinking about kids being shot, hurt, injured. Kids getting trampled, broken bones, ribs, sternums, necks, not being unalive, because you can't say being unalive because adults are running because we're scared of our life. When the future, when we're trampling the future. Secondly, I'm upset because, again, you know what's about to happen. It's a parade. It's a big event of gathering of people. What can I do? I can be an idiot and script everyone's day. It takes me back to when it happened in Vegas, bro. And if God wouldn't have stopped my airplane on my birthday, I'd have probably got hit. Because I'd have been in that crowd in Vegas. But my plane delayed and I didn't get to go. But to get back on, I do not like the shootings. I don't like the mass shooting. I don't like when cowards find a cowardly way out. You've been bullied, you've been pestered, you've been bothered, you're stressed because work ain't going right. Your wife cheated on you. Those are not my problems. I didn't bring it to your front door. So you tell me you're stressed out. I don't like how he looks. He has long hair. That's target number one. What did I do to make you feel bad? He looks like the person my wife cheated with. I'm not that guy. Or he looks like the guy that stole my car or took my money and robbed me. I'm not that guy. And at this point, color, race is not even an issue to me. It's the coward way out. You're so sad. Oh, I can't make it anymore. I'll just go to jail. No, dude, man up. Whatever going on can't be that bad. I mean, it gets hard. Yes, it does. But at what point do you stop taking a coward's way out and just hurting other people because you're hurt?
Yeah.
I feel that.
I get emotional. That pisses me off.
Go ahead, Cole.
I think my immediate reaction, because I was at work when I got the notification, and I was actually on the phone when it happened, and my phone, I got a little ding. It was from like multiple different news outlets over like a 15-minute period, and it was just like, oh, look at the dog in the background. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Tear it up, boy. Tear it up. Tear it up.
I feel like this was my immediate reaction, and I feel like this is the reaction of many people, but it was like another one.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
It's sad because then you get the reports like D2 said that there were children that were shot. There were children that were trampled at the KC parade. There was injuries to minors. We're not talking about like an adult. We're talking about a child. And I think they said the age range for a couple of them was as low as 6 years old.
No, they can't defend themselves.
Exactly. So I mean it would be an understatement to say that it's sickening. And it is a coward's way out. I agree with D2. It was a cowardly thing to do. And we always hear these complaints about, oh, well, he was going through this, they were going through that, they, the bullied, the mistreated, the whatever the case may be. But I'm a firm believer, and I can't remember who exactly. I want to say, I can't remember his name, but there was a Bears linebacker who did a speech. And it's a very common term, but I vividly remember watching the speech on YouTube. And it's a commonly used term of like, I've never seen a cloud sit over one person's house for an extended period of time. Like, this too shall pass, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like we've come so accustomed to the consistency of this happening that it's getting desensitized.
The norm.
Exactly. And that's the horrific part. Is because I remember like Martin, when you said, I remember vaguely, I was young, but I remember VTech.
Yeah.
I remember we've had multiple at like UNCG, UNC Wilmington.
Yeah.
You had the one at Sandy Hook. I was too young for Columbine. I don't remember Columbine. I've watched many of documentaries about it.
Thing ever.
But I was too young for that one. But as they've became more common, right? It is. I think one, it's becoming desensitized, but I think, and to touch on what D2 said, because I think D2 hit a nail on the forehead, is like it has nothing to do with like sex or race anymore. But if you notice, and I don't know about y'all, right? But whenever like these things happen, if you go into like the Instagram comments under them, there's always hundreds of people pulling, oh, well, it was a black man, or oh, it was a white man, or it was this and it was that. And what we're failing to realize, though, is at the end of the day, we're one people.
That's right.
We're all one people. Any life that is taken in that sense is a tragedy. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter the excuses of the mental health, because everyone's got something going on. No one's life, and I hate to break it to people, no one's life is perfect. No one's got everything going on and is completely happy at all times. That is untrue.
Agreed.
So it's sickening, and that is a complete understatement. But it is just horrific, the fact that it is happening at such an extreme rate here recently over the past 5 years or so.
Right.
And the implications that not only it has on the adults, but the kids now that we have raising in society that have, there are kids that not even 10 years old that have had to become so accustomed to the procedures and the ways that we handle these things happening because they happen so often.
Right.
it's I can't tell you, just like you all, I can't tell you the perfect way to solve it. I wish I was like, just out otherworldly and can just pull from my brain and be like, here, this is what we need to do. This is the thing that would fix everything. Because at the end of the day, if someone's going to make that choice and they're going to do that horrific act,
It's no stopping it.
there's nothing us could do to stop them. Yeah, it's inevitable. But then at the same time, you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? You can't just sit back and watch our youth, even our elderly or our middle class, anything. You can't watch these people just get shot in the street like they're a dog.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is a I mean, obviously it's a sensitive topic. But I mean, I could go on for hours about the emotions and the feelings that are compelled out of me when I see these headlines. But disgusted and horrified, just over it, ready for a new leaf.
Yeah.
Would be the immediate reactions.
Cole, do me a favor.
What you got, my man?
You said something earlier. I want you to say, when Martin's done, say D2. I said something earlier. Do you remember what you want to say? I have something to go along
No,
with
go ahead. Go ahead.
Martin, I don't know Cole, but did you hear about the shooting at Joel Osteen's church?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. So same guys. Go.
Yeah. For me, it's I don't want to say I'm over it, because I feel like if I say that, like that's how you become numb. And I feel like as a society, that's where we are. We're just numb. Like you said, it's so normal. It's so a part of what we should expect as an American, as a people. Like, hey, we're all gonna gather here. Somebody might shoot at us. Like, I feel like that's what people already think. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my heart hurts. My heart breaks. And there's nothing I can say to bring people back, to help people, because there's a physical toll on the people who are injured. There's scars on their bodies from this situation, whether if they've been shot or trampled on because they're trying to get to safety. There's an emotional toll for the people who lost loved ones, or people whose loved ones were in the vicinity. And now every time someone of theirs leaves their house, leaves their homes, there's a constant worry. There's a constant struggle of, am I going to see them again?
Mm-hmm.
Like the NFL player, bro. He was a brave soul.
There's this, for me, I think what really tugs my heart was the Uvalde shooting in 22 at Robb Elementary, because for me that was the first school that was the first mass shooting that involved elementary school after I had a child. And having a child and thinking of that could be my son in 4 to 5 years. What's up, Cole?
That's in Texas, right? Uvalde?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off. You know what scares me, bro? When I go to work, we have rooms in our building that had the doors on there. Think about this. To see where the doors will go when they say pull it shut to get the safety. That's scary. to have to know that Kairos got to go through it. My grandkids got to go through it. My nieces and my nephews got to go through that. My son got to go through that. That hurts.
I think what really shocks me is that I remember being in elementary school, and the only worry of my mind was the fire drill. And every now and then was a tornado drill because we live in Texas. And to know that like my son is going to have to go through active shooter drills at school because it's such a norm. It's the reality that we live in now. And that's what his childhood is being stripped away from him. One of the stories that I heard from the Kansas City shooting was this grandma she was crying. And she said, and someone had asked, like, hey, like, are you hurt? And she was like, no, like, I'm not hurt. What broke my heart was as all this was happening, my grandchild was the one who was most prepared for the situation. She was telling us what to do because this is what they taught us at school. This is what they've been teaching us. Listen to me, grandma. Listen to me, mom and dad.
Wall, closed areas.
Yeah. Like that, a grandkid, her grandchild, who was no more than 4th or 5th grade, telling her elders how to get through this situation.
And she was calm.
That's the reality that we live in. That's where we are, where our kids are going to be the experts in these situations.
You know,
and it's not even going to be. They are the experts in these situations, and it's sickening. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's heartbreaking, and I just don't know. Like as a father, I don't know what to do. As a husband whose wife is a teacher, every day texting me, hey, I just gotta, we got this from admin today. Just, pray for us. Like that terrifies me.
Dude. I sympathize, empathize with you because, dude, we have drills now. I don't know if she told you where does she have the little button on her badge where she can click it? You click it 3 times, the teachers come. You click it 8 times, SWAT. Anybody who's in the area drives to the school prepared to do damage to anyone that's in there trying to harm you. Like, and when you press it 8 times, the school goes black. Like a blue light flashes, they said so and so, and the school goes pitch black. Like that's terrifying me, bro. I'm a 40-year-old man, bro. To have to cut my lights out and tell the kids, shh, this could be real. Somebody outside calling, like it hurts. It makes you want to cry.
It's one of those things where, like, I don't know, like you said, Cole. Like I don't know what to do to fix this. I don't know if there's anything in my power that I can do to fix anything other than not even taking control at home, but like the fact that once Kairos turns 3 or 4, I gotta have these conversations. Excuse me, I gotta have these conversations with him. I have to help him understand, like, hey, when you're at school, you need to listen to your teachers when these situations happen, because it literally could be the matter of life or death. But even if that happens and he survives, the rest of his life he has to deal with that trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the times people talk about, well, the person who caused this, they're mentally were ill. What about the people who are going to be mentally ill after the fact?
The entirety of their life.
Going to be paranoid anytime they walk out their home. Kids are dealing with this at the age of 4, 5, 6. And then we have to tell them you have to be a functioning adult. It's unfair It's unreasonable. It's distasteful. Like it's
Bro, you just took the entirety of what I want to say out of my mouth again. Like it hurts to a point, bro. My wife don't like leaving the house anymore. A couple months ago, a lady got shot and killed in our Walmart parking lot. Colorado. My wife lived in Colorado. Was at the movie theater at the time the Colorado movie theater shooting happened. Like I said, we was going to Vegas when that shooting happened in Vegas. She doesn't want to leave the house anymore. How do you deal with it? Not want to leave because you don't know what's gonna happen. Then she was telling me the other day about the Joel Osteen church shooting. I'm like,
yeah.
you
Like
can't go nowhere safe.
nowhere is safe. No place is sacred. No place. It's
It used to be some things were off limits because you knew the limit as a person. There's no limits anymore.
I think, especially, like the you had the fear of a school shooting happening before, right?
Yeah.
But take into account what happened. Is it Uvalde?
Uvalde. Yeah.
Where there was an active shooter, and it was like 15, 20 minutes before they pushed in.
Yeah.
And you have an active shooter roaming the campus with almost not complete access, but more access than they should to innocent civilians, innocent children at that.
Cole, I can do you one better to piss you off.
Go ahead.
The pissy part. There's 2 officers in the building the whole time.
I saw when I remember when that first happened. And I'm not going to say what site, but there's a site that I follow. And they post videos of everything. If there's a shooting in Chicago, it's posted. If there was an attack, like a gang attack, it's posted on there. You can see the most graphic, horrific, uncensored things that happen, like real things that happen around the world. And one of the things that was posted on there was the body cam from that shooting at the elementary school. And I remember one of the officers saying something along the lines of, "I don't want to get shot." And as a parent, which I'm not a parent, and you both have the blessing and the privilege of having, the responsibility of younger ones under you. But I can only begin to imagine not only the fear that like there could be a shooting at the school that your child attends, but that upon also having the people that are supposed to protect and serve prioritizing their own life over the life of the people they serve. Does that mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I agree. I'm with him. I don't want to get shot either, but it's a job I chose.
Yeah.
See, that's me. Me.
But then again, like in that situation, I would want to see the full tape. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be part of a tape of like the full conversation. The full conversation.
Oh yeah.
But with the Uvalde thing, they were following protocol. Like they have to wait. They're like, not that they have to wait. They were following the protocol that was set by their county, by their police station that was reacting to that. But sadly, kids were dying, teachers were dying, as they were following protocol. But it's still one of those things where like I don't want to be the cop in that situation that has to go into a school and you don't know like what to expect. Like I can't imagine being the person who has to go in and check room to room and have to see the tragedies that are happening, and then also like they themselves could add on because of crossfire and stuff like that. It's I don't know, like it's a tough situation to be in. And in as much as I want to say, like, you know, like, I'll be real. As much issues that I've had with the brothers and sisters in arms who serve and protect the community, I pray and hope that if it is one day Kairos' school, knock on wood, that whatever their protocol is saves my son.
Amen.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing. And then in that situation, like if for instance, like, you know, I get the call or I get the text that, hey, your son's school's on lockdown, like, and I go up there and I pray and hope I'm not that parent that runs up there and just yelling in cops' faces, go in there, go get them. Like, I pray and hope that I'm not that person. Because even in that situation, I'm not helping anything. I'm not helping no one. But it's a terrible situation for anyone and everybody. And it doesn't even have to be in the school. Like, for me, like, you know, I'm thinking there's times where I'm sitting at work. I'm sitting at work on a Sunday after, you know, leading worship. I'm sitting in the sound booth. I'm like, bro, if something happened, like, what am I gonna do to help stop this situation? Like, if someone were to walk into my church right now and just started shooting up the place, like, what am I doing? Like, how am I going to protect my family? What am I going to do to protect my brothers and sisters who are in this room? I pray and hope I have the courage to, you know, I pray and hope I have the courage to take a stand.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, like you said with the protocol, those officers have that thing in the air all day. Hey, you have a shooter in your school. He or she can't peek. He or she has to sit still. Okay, we have eyes. He's North Hallway 321. If you're on the 100 hallway, you got to make sure he or she doesn't hear that call. You got to make sure the teacher's radio is off. You got to make sure whoever has a radio, hey, if your radio's not plugged in, turn on. Because there's so much to go to those heated moments. Like Martin said, like that, bro, I could imagine the guy saying, I don't want to be shot. Because at that point, you got to go in there. You got kids to go home to as well.
Right. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if you the officer and your kid is in there?
That's what I'm saying. Because one of the officers that worked there was dropping his kids off and had to come back.
You know, it's I think the issue I kind of want to try to tackle is how do we, and I say, like, if we had the influence in our society that we wish we could have, right? How do we help our society not be numb to this? Because we are. Like, if we're going to be honest, we are numb. The fact that, you know, and I catch myself anytime there's a school shoot or a mass shooting anywhere, my thing is, what was the fatalities? How big was the fatality? Mm-hmm. That shouldn't be my first instinct. Like, yep. I shouldn't have to try to compare it to the last one. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Only 2 people were injured. Only 3 people died. Like, or I'm sorry, unalived. Like, that shouldn't be something that I go like. It's
that easy.
Yeah, like that shouldn't be a coping mechanism to be like, oh yeah, oh okay, it wasn't a school this time. Okay, we're good. Well, it was just a park. Okay, we are like that. I feel sometimes like that we as society, because it's not happening strictly to us, like because it didn't happen in our own personal circle, and we get to like just kind of push it aside. All right, but when it involves me, when it involves someone that I care about, then I'll worry about it. Then I'll be a voice of reason to it.
Well, we say it wasn't me and mine, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
At what point does me and mine become everybody's?
Right.
To piggyback on what you just said, my thing is this. when are we going to allow laws to be laws?
Mm.
When are we going to allow people to really be punished for what they've done? Me myself, bro, I'm weird. Like to the word itself. I'm at school 8 hours a day. You know what videos I watch, bro? Why kids bring gun to schools? How did you get the gun into the school? On YouTube, right there for you. And the sad part is, this is what makes me think. Schools have a secured internet, right? You can't get on Twitch because they cuss. You can't get on Kick because they cuss and they show nudity. But you can watch full-fledged Tyler Perry movies. You can watch James Bond. They have sex in those movies. You can watch any movie on YouTube you want. Why is it? Because YouTube has a friendly button. Second of all, for you to tell me I can watch a kid take a gun to a school on YouTube and not get caught gives me an idea. Like the day we found a magazine clip with bullets that big in a girl's backpack. Fucked me up. Excuse my French. This school year, bullets this big in a magazine. She told the girl, "I'm gonna kill you for talking to my daddy." She went in the bathroom, bro, stood on the toilet, took her precious time, and wrote a death threat to that girl on the ceiling. We took pictures of it. That girl was serious. She brought bullets with that girl's name written on them. And I'm just like, damn, it's crazy that it come to that. Like kids that's their only outlet. You bully me, I'm gonna kill you. You mess with me, I'm gonna kill you. That's everyone's favorite thing. I kill you. It's not a joke. It's not funny. At what point in society do we say, you know what? Let's figure out what's wrong with little Billy or Susan or Tyrone or Jacob or little so-and-so now. He thought he threatened to kill people. Let's sit in there. Hey, why are you so angry? Why do you want to hurt people? See if we can tap into what makes them feel that way. Like, I feel like as an educator, I'm scared for my life every day I go to school. When your principals ask you, what would you do in the drive-by? My answer is, better them kids than me. What do you mean? I got a wife to go home to. If I'm able to, and I have it, I'm going to take it. And I pray I don't miss. I got to go home. And I was like, that made me sound really selfish, but at the same time, why would I risk my life for a kid that don't care about his? Like that's something to think about. Martin, you go to Kairos school and Cash at school. Hey, you're in there with them eating lunch. Active shooter, you're protected, right? What do you do?
No, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm protecting my own and everybody that I'm gonna try to protect every single kid I can protect, man. Like,
But do you pull out your protection, or do you hold on to it? Like that's
here's
the
my
big thing.
thing. Like, I'll be honest. I'll say this. I don't have any firearms in my household or on me. Um, that's just a personal belief and a personal decision that my wife and I have made together. Now, will we have conversations? We probably will as my kids get older. But just right now, we just don't want to bring a firearm in the home because, accidents can happen regardless with all the gun safety that I may know. But, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and not think about and not say that I don't have thoughts of do I need to have that kind of protection on me at all times? For that, if I'm at a restaurant with my family and someone decides to, they got fired earlier today and they're gonna come shoot up the restaurant, and I need to, jump into action in that way. I'm not gonna lie that I haven't thought through that scenario. Or if I'm, or times where, I'm at the park with my boys and we're having a good time, and some kid is coming to the park to, unalive people. I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't thought through all that either. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't ever want to I don't want to ever be put in a position where I have to make that decision. And I don't want my kids to have to see me in that position. I don't want my kids to have to be in that position themselves where they have to make a decision of life or death, you know?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I'm just like, if I'm going to protect kids, like how am I going to do that? What is the Martin way? What is the way? How? Okay, all right, I'm gonna shove as many people in a room and lock that door. Don't let no one in. Is that the case? Like, you know, like, but then like there's the wrong side of doing that, you know, because what if you shelter one of the shooters and you didn't know? But you know what I'm saying? Like it's there's just so many
scenarios.
Yeah, there's so many scenarios, there's so many situations, and it's just like I just pray and hope that God gives me the wisdom and the discernment if I'm ever put in that situation to do the right thing. I pray and hope I have the courage and the strength to, if the opportunity presents himself to tackle somebody who is to tackle the person who is, you know, shooting up the place and, you know, disarm them. I pray and hope I have the courage and strength to do that. Or if it's the courage and strength to, hey, shield a kid from a bullet, I pray and hope that I have the strength and the courage to do that. Because ultimately, I much rather, as much as I want to be selfish and be like, you know what, I'm going to take care of me, so I'm there for my family and my boys and my wife. Part of me is thinking about that other person's kids.
Agreed.
Because if it was mine, I would want somebody to save him.
No. I don't mean to cut you off, but you said something. That's why I was praying you said that. Here's my other question. You say you will pray somebody saves him, right? What if him is the person shooting? Then what are we doing?
What if who?
What if the person that needs to be saved is the person doing the shooting? How do you tackle that problem?
I mean, I think everybody. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who's like, oh man, like they anytime like the news says so and so died and during the situation, oh, they deserve that, this and that.
No one deserves that.
Like, I think focusing on the needs that they need, like there a lot of the times it comes down to mental health. Yes, I know that, but I'm tired of this. Not even that being the excuse, but dismissing the toll the action takes, not only on just said person, but there's thousands, or dare I say millions of people who are affected to that. Because, say for instance, you know, all right, I'll use myself in this situation. Say for instance, I'm in a public space and I'm affected by this, right? Mm-hmm. It affects my sons. It affects my wife. It affects my parents, my sisters, my aunts, uncles, cousins, all my friends, all the people I've come in contact doing ministry with. And it branches off from there. Like I say, I'm just a pebble that's thrown into a pond and there's a ripple effect, right? So my actions are going to affect a whole bunch of people. And so I think me being in this tragedy is going to affect a whole bunch of people. And because they are affected, it's going to affect other people that's in their lives, right? So like it's a huge ripple effect that is going to affect a whole bunch of people. Now, I don't want people like, oh, Martin think he fooling himself. He think he touching all these people's lives. I'm not saying that. I know that if something tragic happened in my life, right, I know that it's going to affect you guys. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm going to open up and I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to speak my mind and share my feelings. I pray and hope I have the courage to do that, to be honest. Like I say that, I don't know. I pray and hope I have the opportunity and that I take that opportunity to share what's on my heart and to open up about the thing that may be breaking my heart in that situation. And I know because of like what I've shared and what I've and the path that I'm taking you guys on, whatever I share with you can affect your day. And then and from there, it affects the people that interact with you on that day, and so on and so forth. And so just that one small thing, I say small thing, it's big for me, but small for people who are like extended from me, right? That small thing can cause so many issues in other people's lives, you know? And we as a society, I think we forget that. We just think of, I don't want this to come across like I don't care, but we just think of the initial victims,
and that's it.
And that's that. And I don't want to see them as victims. Yes, they are victims, but they are human beings who had lives. And because their life is no more, there are other human beings who are hurting, and that pain and that suffering is going to cause more hatred, dismissiveness, division towards anything. Because think about it this way. You guys say it's not white or black, yada, yada, yada. But say, for instance, a black shooter, a black person who's doing the mass shooting kills a white person, then you're going to have this hatred towards black people, and vice versa. A white person shooting, you hear it a lot from black people. Oh man, all these mass shooters, they white. They white. Yada yada yada. Hey, don't let Kevin reach in his bag. Like you hear those jokes all the time,
Or
right?
you see a Islamic person or person of Muslim faith with
Yeah,
a backpack on, they throw the backpack.
yeah. You just side eyeing.
Yes.
Yeah. And so like there is that the because of those things, you have racial prejudices that are gonna take root, and then you have the stereotype that just takes over the people's lives, and then hate become a hate towards a religious group, hate towards a ethnic group becomes motivation for something else. And so the cycle continues over and over and over. And because we don't take the time because we as a society, we just like, okay, we've talked about this mass shooting for two weeks now. We can let's put it under the rug. But are we sending resources to the families who are hurt, to the victims? And I'm not even talking about physically hurt, emotionally, mentally hurt due to the situations. Are we sending resources to teachers who are like, I don't want to go back to work because of this?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you just took, bro. I don't know. I got to be honest with y'all, man. I've been feeling disengaged from you both. I'm pretty sure you can tell. Because I used to be on y'all next every day with texting. I don't know what that man be up there doing, but dog, Mario made me cry. When you said people feel like they're hurting, they're disengaging. I haven't talked to you and Cole in how long?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot one.
And what did I say 3 months ago? I'm never reaching out to people that don't reach out to me. Trying to be like, okay, I'm tough. I'm not a tough team. It's hard not talking to y'all every day. Me and Martin, we used to talk all the time. I'm talking at all anymore. It hurts. I used to be able to tell Martin anything and everything. I'd be scared to text him some days. Not knowing if I won't get a reaction. Hey, Martin, what you doing? Like when I text you, I see you on the big screen. I was just, being real with me. Hey, I see you on the big screen, brother. When you take that out, oh, he cares. He still knows who I am. That's exactly what I felt. Like, no joke. Like, and you said, are we giving resources? I think we should give resources to each other on a daily basis, bro. I'm hurting right now because y'all into my life like I used to be. Like, dead serious. I miss talking to both of y'all. I missed the memes 100 times. We putting D2 on meme block because that boy's retarded. Because he was saying any and everything to us, no matter where we in and who we with. If you
Hey,
be
bro,
at church, D2
you
can
used
send
to,
me a naked lady meme in the middle of the pool pit. I'll do it.
bro,
I'll do it.
you used to live on mute for a day or two.
But bro, I miss it. I miss it. I was just telling my wife, man, I don't know how long I can do this podcast. Because I'm not being honest with myself. I'm very angry with the both of you all. Because I texted you guys, don't text me back. It hurts. I told Martin a long time ago, I don't have friends, bro. Y'all all I got. And y'all don't text back. It hurts. Like when I met y'all on 2K, bro, that wasn't no joke. I really wanted friends. And y'all became more than friends, and I don't have it anymore, so it hurts. Last week I didn't do the podcast, and yes, I had something to do, but I really was hurt. Like I was hurt. Because I don't get to talk to y'all all the time. I don't get the conversations I want to have with y'all. That shit hurts.
No, I mean, I feel you. I don't want you to think that I don't be responding because I don't want to talk to you. It ain't that in the
I
slightest.
know we all have lives.
Yeah, and I mean, well, it comes down to I gotta take more because I don't be really. I mean, me and Breezy, I'll text him like a day before like we get on, and I'll be like, yo, we picked a topic, what we thinking about, or such and such, or like if I see like a random meme or like a something about sports or something, I might shoot him a thing. But like poor Martin been carrying our conversation. I mean, Martin can attest. He'll send me like 12 or so videos back to back to back, and then there'll be like one random day where I go on and answer. Like yesterday, there was like 15 videos that he had sent me over the past like week or so. And I go through and I look at and respond to the certain ones from 15 videos in one day. Right. And that really, it ain't even you, bro. I don't want you to like, when we get off of here, I don't want you to think it's you. I got to do better within me of hitting my people up. Right. Because I get so caught up in getting my school stuff done, trying to build something with Aisha, trying to make sure, I'm in a better financial spot right now. So I'm trying to, I've been getting spoiled by my sister and my brother-in-law for, going on 3 years now. So now that I'm in a better financial spot, I've been trying to spoil them more and more. I've been trying to I got a bunch of these moving parts going on around here. Because I got big things going on that I do want to tell y'all, and some of them, I would tell y'all some of them right now, but a couple of them I have to keep on the low for the time being. But like that ain't you. And I truly want you to like bottom of my heart, my man, like it ain't you. Don't feel like I'm like, I don't want to talk to D2 because it's the same with you and Martin. I gotta do better about reaching out to y'all more. And even that, like even responding, because there are times where like Martin will send me a reel and be like, what you think about this? Or like thoughts with a question mark, right? Or you'll send me a video, right? And it'll be 3, 4, 5 days before I respond to it. You know what I mean? But it ain't because I don't want to see it or I don't want to talk to y'all. I see it, but I just be so caught up in what I'm doing and so like hyper fixated on what I have going on and what my plan is like at that moment that I don't respond to it. And it really, because then I'll look at stuff later on and like Martin will send me a video or you'll send me a video and Martin will be like, thoughts. Well, if I respond 5 days later, I can't really carry that conversation of him trying to get my thoughts and us kind of discuss a topic 5 days later. He brought it up, over 96 hours ago. That ship has sailed, so that's that comes down to me, and I've got to be better about budgeting my time and also looking out and keeping up with the people, with my people. Because I can say the same thing, like, I'm gonna be real, like it ain't even just y'all. I mean, I need to, I need to go see like my nanny, my like great grandmother. Like since my great grandfather passed, I think I've seen her a total of like 2 or 3 times, and both of them or all of them were at like family gatherings. I think one time me and Savannah went down there and seen her. I need to do that, because I don't have much time left with her. And then, I could always do with talking to my mom more, reaching out, because my mom reaches out to me a lot and we have conversations, but that's a two-way street, two-way road. So it's not just y'all, but overall, I could do with reaching out to people and checking on my people more. But I don't want you to leave this thinking that you in that boat alone, because it's a mutual feeling. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, Breezy be giving me stories of him going full Kobe Bryant on 2K, and picking the randoms up, strapping them on the back, and carrying them. And there'd be days where I'm like, I'm gonna re-download 2K. I'm gonna re-download. We're gonna hop on. We're gonna get the squad back together. We're gonna get this thing rolling again. And I'd be talking myself down on it. I'd be like talking myself out of it. But no, I mean, it's crazy, because there is not a 2-day period, right? Like, there's not 2 consecutive days where like I don't see like a video of like a group playing 2K, right? Or like I sent Martin a video. What was it, Martin? Like a week and a half ago. A video I went through because I had a clip on Xbox that I was sending to David, and I saw a 2K clip from like 7 or 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. I can't remember how long.
It was about a year ago, because I think that was 23.
Yeah,
2K23.
So I hopped on that clip, and it was a clip where I was playing. It was when I was playing center, and we threw you and Oop, got a steal through Martin and Oop, and then got a steal again. I think it went right back to Martin again. We had like 3 Oops on 3 consecutive possessions. And the whole time you see me just walking from passing the ball and getting to half court, the Oop goes up, I'm dropping, right? And then we'd get back on defense, get a steal, I make it to half court, I'm dropping, right? And I literally can vividly remember the conversation, because we were all just rolling, And so I sent it to Martin as just like a flashback thing. And Martin responded something along the lines of, I miss those days. We need to get that. Like, we need to do that, So it ain't just you, because there is always something. Like, I'll see an outrageous video, like just a horrendously terrible video, and I think of you sending all them like crazy video, like them heinous videos, right? Or I'll see like a 2K, or like guys playing like a group of Madden, something like that. And I'm like, dang, like we really like y'all my guys. And I got genuine love for y'all, but we used to be locked in like heavy, you know what I mean? And it don't like, not that it's over. It ain't ever going to be like that no more, but it ain't right now. And that is weird. It's a very not awkward, but a very disheartening feeling. Because I feel that too. I'd be hitting that point the same way. But I've been talking for a minute, so I'm gonna let Breezy or you get a word in. But I just want you to know that you is loved. Even if I don't speak to you as often as I should, and I should speak to you more. I should speak to both of y'all more. You is loved, and you is appreciated as both a friend and as a man, as an individual.
Thank you, sir.
Things has changed, my friend. I know for me, since Cassius is born, like I'm not online as much. And when I do, it's either one, we're all playing different games. So I was like, it makes no sense to say, hey, hop in Discord. Or everybody's asleep by the time I'm online. And so like those conversations that we've had, there was a lot of the conversations didn't even happen through text. It just happened because we was locked in playing either playing Call of Duty or playing 2K together as a squad. And, since Cassius was born, I kind of stepped away because, I'm trying to be a good dad. I don't want to be that dad that's just like, hey, let me game. You change the diapers. But then also just, I was looking back kind of like with when Cole sent that video to me. I was like, man, we literally we was playing Call of Duty 2K like every single night. Because our schedules lined up. Like, I mean, Cole was, you at that time you was just working. D2, you was full-time streaming as well. And I'm thinking everything that was happening before the podcast. And I was like, man, that was a season of time of just like straight up joy. Yes, there was some frustrations and some late night arguments with a particular teammate. Whether that be me arguing with somebody or Cole arguing with somebody or D2 arguing with somebody. I mean, y'all two was arguing with the same person. I argued with a different person.
He was gonna shoot me my motherfucking knees.
But I think of those moments a lot. But then I also realize, like seasons, our lives change, and so like my thing was like I don't want to be the guy who is trying to. There were times where I felt like I was the glue. And if I didn't do or said anything, nothing would happen. Right. Mm-hmm. And so with my life changing, I was just like, let me take a step back and focus on me and focus on taking care of my family. And then when the time happens, I'll start doing what I used to do. And in doing so, that means I had to change my focus from being, like my family has always come first, but it's been my ultra vision, mainly because I've told you guys, there's a lot of things going on at work. I want to make sure that, I'm in an established place where I can continue to provide for my family. And then also, bringing Cassius to work, like I'm exhausted by the time I come home. And so just a lot of and also, on top of that, making sure marriage is going good and the relationship between my wife and I, though we can be great teammates as parents, sometimes because our focus is towards parenthood, the relationship and the marriage can start, we start butting heads and we start pulling away from each other and just so fixating on that. Hey, I am talking to the guys right now, dog.
I seen y'all out there beating up on them kids in the basketball court. I saw y'all, both of y'all.
So, so like Cole says, I want to echo what he says. Like, you guys are always on my heart, always on my mind. And I think that was part of, and like, I want to say it's one of the main reasons I wanted to start this podcast. But it was one of the, I would say it's probably one of the underlying reasons why I wanted to start this podcast. Because regardless how busy life was, I knew that every 2 weeks we would get on here, talk life, and catch up with one another. I kind of wanted to use this as the, like we said in the pilot episode, this was going to be our Discord conversations. And the only thing that was different was it says live on the top of the screen. And so just because, I knew, D2, you started your new job when you moved here in Texas. Cole started going to school again. And so I knew schoolwork was going to take precedent over playing 2K. Me, I got more diapers to change, and that's going to always take precedent over, playing video games. And so, but I've also communicated to both of you guys. I'm more of a phone call person than I am a text person. Like, I'll send memes on Instagram and all that, but like, if people really want to catch a hold of me, call me. And D2, we've had this conversation. If I don't pick up, I'm gonna call back, whether that be in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It could be a butt dial. I don't know how many times J. Cole has butt dialed me, but I call back every single time. And that's just how I'm wired. Because for me, I much rather hear your tone, hear your voice, rather than try to figure out what you actually trying to say through text. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, like, I don't want you to think that, like, you know, you and I got beef or like I don't care. You guys are always on my heart. Anytime that I'm thinking topics, like main topics to divulge in and to kind of dig deep in and set our talons in, like, I am always thinking about you guys. Anytime something happens in the sports world or even in life, the people I want to discuss that with are you too. You know, minus my wife and my dad and my mom and my sisters. It's you guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys are my peeps, you know. We are ordinary misfits. Because why? Because we are three people who met playing video games, but connected even though we live in three different places. You guys are my brothers, and nothing's going to change that. If I don't text for the next 15 years, you will still be my brother. Why? Because there is a bond that has happened. And I want to let you guys know, I don't use that term lightly with people. You know, like when I call somebody family, I mean that for life. The only way that gets taken away is if you have disrespected me in some formal way that I feel like, you know, hey, I got to just, you know, you and I, we ain't clicking no more and we got to just cut ties. And if that situation ever comes, that only happens if we try to work and reconcile the situation. And then in doing that, there is no reconciliation, if that makes sense. Like, where there's still forgiveness, but it's just like we still don't see eye to eye. We still button heads. There's no point of just stressing each other out, walking on eggshells, and not being who we truly are to ourselves. And that has never happened between the three of us. And even if there was a situation, you know, I know that I can come to either of you and speak my mind and just tell you how I'm feeling about whatever situation it is. And so just know that D2, like, if you feel, I want to apologize that you feel hurt by the situation that has happened. But I don't want you to take this as me trying to defend myself. I'm not. I want you to know that you are loved. You are appreciated. I still need both of y'all to send me timestamps. Y'all are terrible at that. Okay.
I'm backed up by 3 weeks, but I'm coming, bro.
But it's all good. I've been managing every now and then that I remember. But with that being said, you are loved. You are appreciated. I mean, this podcast, regardless if, you know, you get to a place where you feel like you don't want to do it no more, you will still always be a part of this podcast. You will always be a founding member. Nothing will ever change that. I mean, and also know this, like, it wouldn't, in this situation, like, if, say, for instance, both one of y'all feel like y'all want to, like, you know, back out, not want to do this, I'm not replacing, because there's nobody else I would want to replace you guys with.
Hey, man. So you better not be March me, damn it.
Yeah, I'm not B Martian. Nah. I'm not B Martian. If I'm anybody, I'm Ryan Clark. Okay, you Channing.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take
Channing. You for sure Channing. And Cole, because you know Cole more quiet. He Fred Taylor. Okay,
man,
come on, pivot. We go pivot. Okay.
Close your leg, man. I see you little man.
Hey, I don't think we talked about this, and this could be like a little sub topic and then we can do our last words. How about Cam Newton fighting 6 dudes, y'all?
Bro, he was whooping. Bro, it's the audacity of the one guy to try to pick up 6'6", 250 pounds Cam Newton.
Hey,
y'all realize that they were men, grown.
Yes, those were grown men getting dragged. Imagine somebody I saw on Twitter. Imagine texting up your boys saying, "Hey, we finna jump Cam," only for Cam to jump you by himself. I said, "Dang, dude, that's tough." Like,
did you see what he did with the baby brother? He grabbed the man by his backpack straps and flung him in the air like a piece of paper, bro.
Dude, the fact that Cam,
he had him like this, hitting the other guy.
The fact that Cam was smiling the whole time, Not
with
even
his
sweat.
hat. His
And
hat was
stayed
cool.
on his
Yeah.
head. Yes, sir.
Bro.
I'm gonna put these dogs outside. Y'all keep talking.
When dude tried to hit him in the chest, he slipped and Cam looked at him like, "Really, what you gonna do? You gonna hit me, bro?" What made me laugh about that, bro? What made me think about that? Cole. So he has a new baby on the way, right?
Oh, for real?
Yes. His new girlfriend, soon to be wife, is a comedian. She said, I asked Cam, what if you'd have broke your jaw? What if you'd have threw him on that fence? He'd have got pierced by that fence. You'd have lost your millions. You'd have lost your place in the world. She said, what if they would have hit me with the baby inside of me? What if something detrimental happened? How does Ace Boogie respond? She said, Ace Boogie was the guy I saw on that film. That's not the Cam knew nothing about the marriage. He was like, and hearing my fiance slash girl said it, bro, took me out of being the N word into being Cam Newton, who my father made me to be. He was like, he said, for a minute, man, I was straight Atlanta. He said, I was straight Atlanta for the whole time. But he said, once my girl set me down and talked to me, I became Cam Newton again. Because, dog, that man is 6'6", 275 pounds of lean muscle. He used to run from men 6'8", 6'9", 395 on a daily basis. You think you look 225 pounds, 6 foot even guys gonna face him. When you toss a grown man like a piece of paper, I'm going to the truck.
It was the security walking up like midway after he was like through fighting him, and this security walking up, and they not even worried about Cam's safety. They're just over there like, "Hey, bro, you don't want this, bro. Just chill out. You don't want that right there."
I'm Cam, I'm firing all them security guards. They was trash. How y'all let that happen in the first place?
I don't want to hear security guards. That was the other dude's security guards.
That's even worse. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see the video of one of the guys? I saw it on Twitter where his mouth was bleeding. Yeah, he said, "Hey, check your pockets, Cam. Check your pockets." And he had like a couple $1 bills that he had taken from Cam's pocket. I was like, bro, you can't be bragging with your face beat up. Your nose is bleeding. His nose was bloodied. His mouth was like all torn up. And I was like, bro, this ain't the video, man. Like, I don't think you realize, one, you fighting. So, and if Cam wants to press charges, this is evidence. So you dumb. Secondly, you just got beat up. Like, why you bragging that you got beat up when you was trying to jump a guy? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Here's what
makes no sense,
bro. 6 grown men. Only 4 of them made action. 2 just sit there by the side like, I don't want no problem.
Hey, one was in a headlock. One was stuck in a headlock. That boy wasn't going nowhere.
That was the guy y'all trash air quarterback ain't better than me. Mr. NFL man. The guy with the dreads was in the headlock. He had his baby brother. Bro, I don't know if y'all watched the video like I did. Cam Newton palmed that dude's head and was doing this, bro.
And threw him.
Was palming dude's head
where you going?
What you doing? Back and forth to hit the other guy, bro. How do you palm a guy's head?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I know y'all remember Cam's stiff arm while he was still in Carolina.
Oh yeah.
I'm
not letting that man put his hand on my head. No, bro.
He had to do like Andre the Giant, bro. Just moving like a little mechanical dog. I was like, what the flip?
That's great. No, but you tell me though, like 6 of your friends finna jump Cam, and after you see Cam manhandle 2 of your friends, you really hopping in? I ain't.
To the trunk. What door say?
I'm gonna be real.
My friends gonna be like, "Why you jump in, bro?" Yeah, y'all look. Yeah, I thought y'all had it.
Well, y'all said he wasn't that strong, man. But when he palmed your head, baby brother, I was like, "You want some, Eric?" No,
nope.
But bro, here's my thing. This man is out the NFL, still working out as an NFL quarterback.
Oh yeah.
You had the audacity to try and humiliate this man at a camp he put on for y'all.
My thing is like Cam was making grown NFL players look silly. And you thought you was gonna get some of the action. Well, Carl, you look like you got something to say. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, 5 or 6 dudes that can't no one mess the fedora up. Like he's sitting there mid-fight smiling with his fedora sitting straight. Like,
Hey,
you know,
yo.
Cam's hat be kind of tilted, you know.
Yeah,
like, it'll be
he got that
Yeah.
one dread. It's like,
yeah. But I'm saying, like, if us three, right? I got too much respect for Cam. I ain't never gonna square up on Cam. Plus, I know my limitations.
He played for the Patriots. I can't square up on him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know my limitations. I'm gonna get thrown like a rag doll, even worse than Buddy that got palmed, right? Like he gonna have me bent like a pretzel, right? So
hey,
chill, chill.
Hey, yo, Asia, you hear that? You hear that, Asia?
But
don't like to be a pretzel.
But if us three got into a scrap with Cam, I can tell you at least one of us gonna smack that damn fedora off the head.
When you say one of us, I ain't going. If y'all say, hey, we jumping Cam, go ahead.
I'm Tanya Harding.
Not Tanya.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm Tanya Harding.
Not Tanya. Nah, yeah, you right, Cole. I would at least try to snatch his hat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing that he's smiling because you see, when you win in the fight, there's a lot of instances where people be winning the fight and they smile and laughing during the fight, like they ain't worried about it.
When you like throw a punch, you hit them in the face, and they go run. Like,
humiliating. You already lost.
Take the L.
And you give me a Street Fighter / Tekken, I'm gonna just lay there like a
bro. If you hit somebody and they just go, yeah, you gotta.
I'm a down.
Oh man, or they hit you with that's it. All right, I'm gone. Hey man, you won. You won. No, not your turn. Not your turn. You can see
no turn. No, you're good.
You could, yeah. I'm gonna go in the car. I'll see you later.
Matter of fact, here a little bit something for your trouble.
Yeah,
I'm
peace. Talking about this as referee, bro. I was like, bro, that's equivalent to a bunch of regular hood dudes trying to fight Tyson. That man's trainer is still scared.
And you know some regular hood dudes that would try it too. Oh, we could take Tyson.
His trainer, Tyson's 58 years old, bro. His trainer still does this.
Mm-hmm.
Training you done it. What is you got? The trainer
Ngannou.
He was doing this on certain punches, like slow down.
I mean, nope.
I will.
Like again, Martin. It's a norm. Look how we talking about it. It's a norm. We're used to people getting beat up in public eye, public figures being jumped and beat on. It's a norm.
I mean, it's not normal to jump an NFL player. I've never seen that in my life.
Dude, did you hear what Von Miller did to that lady in Dallas, bro?
Here's a question. Y'all fighting Vince Wilfork?
Who? Nah. Nah.
You talking about the dude that show up to OTAs in overalls? No.
Man, yeah.
He gonna mess around and think I'm dark chocolate. Nah, I'm good.
Get in there real nice, like, boy.
I'm good. Oh my gosh.
I love it when they post the little memes and they'll have I think one of them was Francis Ngannou. They had you at the bar and this dude smack your ass or your girl's ass. What you gonna do? And you turn around and it's Francis. I'm like, I'm gonna tell him to do it again.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh, nice. Hey, that was a great fight you just had. That was a really. Can I get your autograph? That's
big
what I'm
fan. Big fan.
Big fan. She's a big fan too. She's a big fan.
Autograph,
right?
And knowing my wife, she'd be like, "You ain't gonna do that." Absolutely not, babe.
No.
Bro, I was just watching the TikTok while I was ordering food earlier today. Where this lady was in the gym. Slap. Her boyfriend said, I'm out of here.
Bro, I saw one where she slapped the dude, he slapped her back, he looked at her, She looked at him. She's like, "You gonna do something? Nah, you slapped him. Why do I gotta fight for you?"
You done. You finished.
He's like, you finish
Bro.
your fight. Yeah, I'll take you home.
He
You want some
slapped
ice cream?
He slapped that lady so hard, bro. She said, "I apologize for hitting you." Her boyfriend like, "Don't look at me and say that dumb and have him slap you again." I was like,
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Nah, I told my wife. I told my wife one thing. I was like, listen, if I feel like I can't beat them up, even if I could beat them up, I ain't gonna beat them up because I ain't trying to go to jail. I'm gonna mess around. Breaking news: youth pastor beats up man. Like, yeah, I don't need none of that on my resume. But I'm just saying, babe, don't open your mouth in public because you're gonna get us in trouble. Because you're gonna mess around, say something, somebody gonna turn around, look at you funny, and then you gonna look at me like I gotta step in and do something. If I deem it your issue, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
Y'all was arguing, not me. I'm eating my food.
I'm like, I tell Kaylee, I was like, Kaylee, like, listen, you got some Karen tendencies. And if you go full on Karen, I am not your Kevin. I'm sorry. I'm Jamal.
Kyle,
I am Jamal. Okay. I'll be back there. You got it, babe.
Use your left hand when he swings duck.
Bob and weave. All right. And we ain't calling no police. Because they gonna mess around, think it's me. No.
What did you see? I don't speak English.
I was hit him with that Haitian Creole. Kisa dimla? No. Mbakopon, no.
You don't understand.
Saugela.
So what are you speaking? I don't understand you, sir.
No speaking the English.
But bro, that's crazy. Because bro, one thing that blows my mind these days is women, bro. I watch this podcast, right, where it's this heavy-set black guy with dreads. He's always talking about he had a number one on his show, and the women are like, "I'd be damn a dude take me to Cheesecake Factory." He be like,
Yeah.
He be his thing. He talk over it, but I was like, man, it makes sense because a lot of women want to be OnlyFans models.
And we're not going to talk about the OnlyFans models, but we're going to talk about that list that went viral about places you can't take a girl for the first date. Because I would love to hear y'all's opinion on some of the restaurants.
My wife smash burger, and we ate smash burgers.
Like, my wife loved Cheesecake Factory, so that's where we went on our first date, and that cheesecake was phenomenal.
I think it's society again, bro.
Hey, it is what it is.
Some of these new age women want to be treated like old age women, but they do new age women junk.
Bro, me and Asia's is Outback. We both be going to Outback and tearing that thing up.
And going down under. Okay. Actually, I haven't had Outback in so long.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a minute.
Asia go and copy my orders though. That's she'll go there and then I'll order and she'll be like, And then the waiter or waitress is like, and what can I get for you? And she's like, can I get the same thing, but instead of the sides, can I get
Dude, I promise you,
what?
This is a saying that is true to heart. You become your spouse. My
wife like salads. I don't.
You don't like salads, period?
Nah, man.
I mean,
I ain't no rabbit. Okay. Now I'll eat it. But I ain't gonna go to a restaurant order a salad. My wife would do that sometimes.
I get like a side salad or like a house salad.
Nah, I'm good. Give me some mashed potatoes.
Man, she take me to Sawgrass. Me and my wife get the same thing. She get I think 12-ounce little round steak with little scrimps. I get 16-ounce porterhouse with fries and broccoli and cheese. I get a side salad with ranch, no tomatoes, extra cream.
So I used to be a fries guy, like when I go get steak, but now I think it's because I'm getting old. Mashed potatoes all the way, bro.
So I get fries to sop up the juice because I don't get my steak well done.
No, I don't get my steak well done
or
either.
without gravy.
Depends on how the mashed
Where I'm at.
potato is made.
Where I'm at. Yes, where I'm at.
Yeah. Because there's some mashed potatoes that are like loaded up with like bacon and cheese and like all that good stuff. That you don't need. In my opinion, you don't need gravy.
Yeah,
especially if you got, especially also like if you're eating that with a steak as well, because I think like the seasoning of the steak should like make up for what the gravy would do for the mashed potato, and also like the sauce that's with the steak. I don't know. Yeah, that's just me.
But I haven't had sauce on a steak in the last 6 years.
Oh,
Even when I make them at home, I make them just like I use my marinade, my seasoning, and I go
yeah.
in.
You don't make sauce with the extra marinade that you got.
So I base it with it.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for some Worcestershire.
Oh, that wash your sister sauce.
Yes,
bro. When I first seen it, why you watching your sister? You don't touch it. Taco Ted is a fool, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
Bro,
Hey,
watching three sauce, I died.
Yeah, I just blanked on what I was gonna say. It is what it is. All right, we're gonna do closing words.
yeah.
Ooh, I got a good closing word.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Hey, come on now, let's go.
Dude, have you seen the opening credit for it? Give me my theme music. I'm gonna play that for like 2 hours when I stream it. But I think my closing statement will be this: the path that is chosen for you is going to happen no matter what you do. When it's time to pull you in line and get you straightened, it happens. I was catching an Uber for the last 5 months. I got a car last week.
Hey,
156,000 miles. Nissan Altima. You ready for the year code?
Go ahead.
2015.
Nice.
156,000 miles in 2015. That car was barely driven, dude. Because a lot of other 2015s I seen was driven. But my word would be patience is really a virtue. And being open and honest with everyone. No matter who it may hurt or even if it hurts you. Like Martin said, at any given time, you got to be honest. You have to give what you want. If it doesn't come back, you try it.
Word.
Dang it, man. Every time I want to use that Robin Williams quote, I can never find it. Hold on, I'm going to find it right now. That Morgan. Robin Williams Morgan Mindy quote.
I'm going to keep mine simple.
He said, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know I made a few people happier than they would have been without me. As long as I have that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be.
That is a bar.
I'm screenshot. Dude, I love that man. Like, dude was an inspiration for me.
Cold world.
Mine's going to be nice and simple. Live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever.
Now that, my friend.
And that's by Gandhi.
I should have known. The lettuce eater.
He eats like a rabbit, Martin. He eats
He
like
does.
a rabbit.
He barely eats, some would say. So called for. I should have said that.
It's all right. It don't beat the little. I told you ain't never living that one down.
That still kills me. Oh my gosh.
If we wouldn't get completely ripped apart,
oh my gosh, that would have been a clip.
Yeah, if we wouldn't get completely ripped apart, I would say make that a clip. But man, we would get eaten alive for that one.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. All right. Mine is from the good old Dr. Seuss. Today you are you, and that is truer than true. There's no one alive who is youer than you.
Ooh.
Remember, be yourself, be true to yourself always, regardless of whatever situation, whether that be good or bad. And quit trying to be other people. Quit trying to be, I need to be like this person. I need to be like that person. No, there's no one alive who is youer than you. God made you unique. You are uniquely made in his image. Remember that always. So that's my thing. With that being said, those are our last words, which only means we have come to the conclusion of today's episode. It was a heartfelt episode. It was a tough conversation episode, which I love, which I appreciate, which I think we need more of. You don't got many guys out there who are willing to open up and share their true emotions about certain situations in life. And so, brothers, I thank you for that. I want to thank each and everybody who was here watching with us live on Facebook, and also who will be watching this tomorrow or today, because you're watching it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm trying to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Because we go on YouTube the next day. Okay, but if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, please do so. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Why? Because we trying to establish ourselves as the podcast for you and your family. And so, with that being said, we love you guys. We appreciate you, viewers. Without you, we're just three guys who are having Discord conversations. And guess what? We're gonna do it regardless. We're gonna do it regardless. So, with that being said, with peace and love, y'all have a blessed rest of your week. Peace and love, everybody.